Coming to you live from the Now Media Newsroom.
Trump warns of hell on earth, and he threatens Hamas with all hell if he doesn't agree by peace by Sunday. Trump loves to throw out deadlines. It'll face all hell if it refuses to accept an American peace plan by 6 p.m. Washington. So, I mean, a lot of countries have, including Mark Carney, have endorsed Trump's plan for peace. That's, I think, there's 7 or 8. We talked about it yesterday. 7 or 8 Middle Eastern countries there, including, and I can't remember the names of all the countries now, but most of them in that region have agreed to it, other than Hamas has not agreed to it. And I don't know what hell looks like.
Sorry, you go ahead.
I don't know what hell looks like when you're blowing up rubble. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to make like smaller rubble or big rubble into small rubble, or what's the
That's the thing. And we talk, don't we? We like our new catchphrase, which is for the few at the expense of the many. This is another example of it, because this deal, I don't know if you've read the 20 points. The White House put it on their website, and I think on Twitter as well. There are 20 points to this peace plan, and more than one of them is focused on basically erasing Hamas as an organization, just getting rid of it forever. So Hamas obviously look at that and they say, well, no, I'm not going to accept this deal because it means the end of my organization. So they're more concerned, which has always been the case with Hamas, they're more concerned about themselves than they are, the people that they claim to rule over.
And they're apparently, or allegedly, they have absconded billions of dollars and made themselves very wealthy. Well,
been going on for ages. Yasser Arafat did that as well, in the Palestinian Authority, that in the West Bank. It's endemic with...
I'm afraid to say...
it's not just Palestine, is it? This goes on everywhere. Africa, all over the place.
I think Nina Nan there has sent over $400 million. I'm sure that's made it into the hands of the people.
Well, I guess Hamas are the people, in a way. They are people. They're humans. So that's what she could say.
Here's this thing. The government is shut down in the United States of America right now, and the Democrats blaming the Republicans blaming the Democrats. And this all comes down to Republicans accusing the Democrats of wanting to give benefits to illegal aliens, and the Democrats denying it vehemently, saying that's not true. Elizabeth Warren yesterday, holy cow, she was just like, she did the finger thing too, the pointing thing. That's not true. Anyway, so let's listen to this clip. This is on Fox. I really like this young man here, this reporter.
I haven't heard anybody in my party saying that illegal immigrants should get access to the health insurance marketplace.
I'm so glad you said that. Actually, I have some tape of your Democratic Party members saying this on the debate stage. So they've all said it. Let's play the clip.
A lot of you have been talking tonight about these government health care plans that you've proposed in one form or another. This is a show of hands question, and hold them up for a moment so people can see. Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants. Okay.
Senator, that's literally every member of your party, from moderate to more progressive, that have said that in the past.
She didn't like that. Did you see Sleepy Joe in the middle? He was one of the last guys to raise his hand. Sleepy Joe, just like, or what are we doing?
Okay, guys. Yeah.
Is there ice cream?
I think that era, 2016, 2015, 2016 to 2024, let's say, that era is just going to keep on coming back to bite the Democrats on their behinds, isn't it? Because like back then that made sense, or they thought it made sense. That was kind of like going with the flow. And that's certainly not the case now, is it? And there's so many, I mean, on all the issues you like, you can just go through the list of them where they were on what is now considered to be, generally speaking, the wrong side. And these videos, like Fox News probably just has a little a room full of these videos where they just get ready to play them to embarrass the modern Democrats.
And I believe that's Lawrence Jones there, right? And he just like laid the trap. He laid the trap, and he says, "Oh, we do have a clip for you right here." And she has made that wincy face. Did you see that face she made right there?
Because it's very hard to argue against. I'm sure she has some kind of argument that she can put forward, saying something like, All right, we're not doing that now, though, or whatever it is. But the fact is, that is such a devastating video for that point, isn't it? It's such a clear-cut issue where they all just put their hands up. It's kind of like it couldn't be worse for them.
I think we should put that meme in here, Altino, when Anita Nan was at the UN there, when she was clapping like a seal. We should put that in there whenever we see those applause things, because everybody in the audience applauded it too. I mean, it's clear what they wanted, but the voter didn't want that. I mean, that was one of the things he ran against, right? That was one of the things that the American people did not want. I mean, because the taxpayers being bled, and the taxpayers being bled here in Canada as well. Like, I mean, we showed the clip there where we're giving money to just nonsensical things where Canadians can't afford to buy meat, can't afford to put fuel in their tank, can't afford a lot of things, right? And remember what
we can't afford PhD theses on post-colonial apathy, post-colonial climate apathy.
But we remember what Justin Trudeau, we should have that clip at the ready all the time, where he said, I know it's hard to pay your rent. I know it's hard to buy groceries, but there's much more important things than you surviving.
But I got to leave now. I've got a flight to Tofino, and my caviar is getting hot.
Me and Mark Miller are going to go do something later today. The Eiffel Tower closes. Nationwide strikes held across France. So, France is trying out that austerity badge as well. Macron not doing well with that either.
They say it's austerity, honestly. Have a look at the French. The French pensions. There was a study came out a couple of weeks ago which showed that French pensioners earn more money than working age French people. I mean, it's just, and then what Macron's been trying to do for so long, ever since he became president, he's been trying to increase the retirement age, tiny teensy bit, and it's just like the whole of France just explodes in fury when that happens. It's kind of ludicrous to call that austerity, but nonetheless, for having said that, I do quite respect the Frenchies for that, because they really stand up for their privileges. Or some of them do, anyway.
Yeah, I just, for giggles, I went to CTV News to see what they had there, if they had the budget, if they were covering the budget or the oil pipeline and that, but no. They got, it's not even worth going there. They got Hegseth on there. There you go. You got Hegseth on there. Obviously, he needs to be on there. Loblaw's closing second of these ultra discount no-name stores. And,
just in Ontario, that thing, isn't it?
Most Canadians are overweight. And a lot of people say they're overweight.
They finally got around to that one that we did yesterday.
Most Canadians, they would say, oh, I see Canadians are overweight. They must be getting enough food. Well, no, it's because they're eating cheaper food. The cheaper food is the food that's bad for you. Like the high sugar foods are what that you don't want to eat. It's the whole foods and stuff. The meat, like beef is just absolutely crazy, right?
Well, it's like frozen food, isn't it? It's like, battered fish or whatever, or frozen pizza, things like that. That's what tends to contain the most fat and calories.
Yeah, so if you wanna see this kind of stuff, come here every day. We're here at 9 a.m. every weekday. We kind of cover off a gambit of things and kind of like show you what's going on in the real world and what Canadians are feeling. Or if you want to go to CBC, I'm just on that website there. Now they're talking. They got, I don't understand how the Ontario man arrested in Texas, obviously. UK police shot 2 Manchester synagogue attack victims. UK police, oh well. Ontario man arrested in Texas. Trump gives Hamas until Sunday. Taylor Swift, the life of a showgirl. Who doesn't want to know what Taylor Swift does on a regular basis? Who doesn't want to know that, right? This billionaire that wants to tell you how to vote, how to act, how to everything. She's a good singer. But, I don't think that we should be turning to her for political advice, or people should be wondering what she eats for breakfast.
It's just as we live in a very obsessive time, don't we? People get so obsessed with their idols nowadays in a way that I'm not sure was true even 50, 60 years ago. When the Beatles were getting big, maybe I'm wrong here, but I don't think people were so did people try and become Paul McCartney and just sort of obsessed to that extent? Maybe they did, I don't know.
One of the comments here, Joel flexing here, is saying that he'll bet He'll put my fat people in America against your fat people, bring American money. So he's flexing there saying, like American money. And we'll bet, why don't you take our Canadian peso? Come on. Stop being so mean. There was a time where our Canadian dollar recently was at $1.10. I remember I was working at the mine site at the time, actually. It was in, Stephen Harper was the prime minister. The Canadian dollar was $1.10. And I said to myself at that time, I should buy a lot of American dollars at that point. Oops.
Bury them in the yard.
There you go. Canadian dollar not looking healthy right now. It looks like it wants to go down if you go take a look at it. But anyway, we're gonna do a tech show I think later today. But I do have something else going on today. Do I not? Let me just see if there's somebody else coming in today.
Not Big Mac. You said Big Mac's changed it again?
No, Big Mac's on Monday. I have a guy coming in. He's got a fleet of natural gas trucks that they've been touting, that all natural gas, LNG trucks, like the semis that are running, a fleet that's running. So find out about it.
That's cool.
Yeah, there you go. That's our show. And we're back Monday, every morning at 9 a.m. If you like what we do, you get some value out of it, please share it, because they took away our audience with Bill C-18. That crushes local independent media. Imagine that. And they want you to go and he said the only outlet worth giving money to really is CBC. And you go look at that and they'll tell you what you need to read. You need to read about Taylor Swift, Trump, obviously, Trump the devil, Daniel Smith the devil.
Don't worry about the economy.
Yeah.
Just,
don't worry, or the budget.
Trump or something.
Trump. Yeah, and then like Kai, what's her name? Kai Trump. The little girl, the little golfer there, she took some pictures in front of the White House there selling her golf gear. And that seems to be like a big issue. But hey, Taylor Swift, what'd she have for breakfast? But Kai Trump, little devil, right? Because she's trying to flog some golf gear, right? Poor Kai.
Get angry,
yeah. She's a good little golfer, actually.
Yeah, I've heard that she's good. But I suppose she just plays golf all day, so she should be good.
She should put up her kingdom against Taylor Swift's kingdom for a golf game and see who wins. Winner take all. Anyway, that's it. That's our show for today. We'll be back next Monday at 9 a.m. Cheerio till then. Have a great weekend. Looks like great weather.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent. News you can trust.